If you want to look as sexy, handsome, beautiful as this gentleman right here and an overall team principal champion, there's one place to go, and that is Sully's Shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the custom-made shirts, the custom-made fonts, the custom-made phone cases today at Sully's Shirts. And don't forget to check out our friends at Rapid and Wallaby store as well at Sully's Shirts today. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, past races, current races, races where I course many safety cars. Check them out today. And don't forget our Twitch channel, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, follow, and help us out. And don't forget our partners, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.
Go. 3-man line.
Going away, it's Jared versus Ryan, the final race.
Here we go, chat. We got 4, we got 5.
We got 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go.
I've disconnected again, haven't I? I've disconnected again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, going 3 wide. Oh my goodness.
On the pit straight, Kangaroo down to P3. Oh my god, there's multiple cars going wide.
It's the apex in a really good fashion.
Aaron will lead into turn 1. Ryan comes through. Betsy and Ku go side by side. Betsy tries to see if he can get the run here on Ryan, but he can't get it done.
Oh, Urban, a long way back.
Oh.
Last year. Oh dear, that's an unusual one. That is a big...
They're going at it together. Let's just get on board with Lev's point of view. Contact again. Contact again.
Speaking of Chris, send it. Oh, he has. Oh, lovely. Lovely move.
Ooh, closest you want to get, and it's closest you want to get in this pack. This could end in a safety car with, look at them all bunched up with each other.
In the P5, and here comes Car Gamer. Gets the move done. What about Mansell? He absolutely sends it on Jimmy.
Oh, McBee. Crunchy.
Bieber. Oh man, I thought they were side by side.
Oh, we see Warren.
Yeah, this game's... Oh, and Embo goes off the track.
Oh,
Oh my!
image.
He's out of fuel.
He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel.
We saw this. We saw this at...
No.
He does not want another time penalty. And here it goes, Kangaroo Guy for the lead.
It's scripted stuff. Mark Scaife, how do you feel? Ryan's in!
Tell you what, he comes through here. Oh, hits the apex really nicely.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? He is from the outside. There's a little bit of contact.
Tell you what, this means Mitchie.
Oh, he's
Mitchie!
made them. Oh my god!
Ah!
Oh no!
Oh no! No, Mitchie! Image!
I don't know what to say. That was an unbelievable finish.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. Welcome back to Formula OCE tier number 3, the goated tier in all of Formula OCE. We are back for round number 15, and it's the Japanese Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, we only 4 rounds to go, including this one. 4 rounds left. The championships are heating up. Well, the drivers are heating up. Constructors are... The Williams lads need to do a bit of work. Otherwise, they could be in trouble in the constructors. But the driver's title is still up for grabs, if I can English. But as I said, 4 rounds to go. Anything can happen, and we're here for the Japanese Grand Prix. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic Thursday. You know, 1 day left until the actual weekend, but it's kind of like our weekend. You know, this is to set the mood for the upcoming weekend. You know, now I'm looking forward to it. Only 1 day work, then a 2-day break. So much looking forward to that. Remember how we doing, Nick? How we doing? We're just on board with Divided. He was out there first. Yeah, out on track first. So we'll watch. An Easy Reaper is out. He is crashed at the final corner. So that is interesting for the Aston Martin driver. And I've grid of 16, but we'll have a grid of 17 once War Machine absolutely comes in, whenever that may be. And there's a McLaren that stopped. The low McLaren driver 48. Been a little bit the low McLaren here tonight. So a lot of teams here. Well, 3 teams actually only with single drivers. That's McLaren. That's Haas. And once War Machine joins, it'll be Alpine. So, you know, 17 car grid, it's still pretty good, you know. It is still pretty good. But we'll watch the end of Divided's first time run, and it's going to be a 131.525. It's not a bad banker lap, as Diddleston goes to P2. Zoltan goes to the top with a 31.254. Hopefully the stream is lovely jubbly. It looks like it's okay from my end. Yes, so we'll watch the end of Panish's lap. The Ferrari lads coming off a 1-2 at Monza for the Tifosi. 1-2 at Monza for Ferrari. What a race that was. Extends their championship. Stuck goes at the P4. And Panish goes to the top. And I might have to... there. Oh, Wooly now goes to the top with a 30.4. Not sure what is going on. But nice game. So, bit of news, chat. Bit of news. So, Rie Potato is on debut as a reserve. And he's now boxing. Also making his debut, it is Zilla F1. He's now full-time in the AlphaTauri seat. So, good luck to him. He'll be in that seat for the final 5 rounds if he wants to, if he's going to race. Yeah, so that's the news. And Escobar goes up into P3, and it's a Ferrari 1-2 once again. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I think that was Diddles. Yeah. I think Zoltan was coming in anyway. So, we'll have a look at the championship standings. As you can see, Car Gamer has now only got I think it's a 14-point gap over Wooly Panish in P3. Mad Dog slipping away after leading the championship for so long in the mid to early part of the season. He's now falling away. Even Escobar is chasing up to him. Urban Grove there in P6. The Constructors, 87 points is the gap between Ferrari and Williams. Ferrari can't win the Constructors tonight, but they can go a long way to winning it next week. Excuse me. AlphaTauri P3, Mercedes at P4. That battle's heating up. And Alfa Romeo P5, Aston Martin P6, Red Bull P7, McLaren P8, Alpine P9, and Haas P10. So there's a bit of battling. Red Bull to Alpine, not much separating those two. What's that? 26 points. McLaren Alpine separated by 2 points. So Mercedes Alfa Romeo 13 points, and AlphaTauri to Mercedes 13 points. So a lot of points can be up for grabs in these final 4 rounds, especially Brazil. Brazil's coming up in 2 weeks' time. That is a sprint race, so a lot of points will be up for grabs there. But we're here at Japan, and then we're going to go through Mexico first. But Zoltan's coming in. Let's have a look at Smeat Dog in the Haas tonight as a reserve. Where is Henchman? He goes up into P8, 31.608. And the Red Bulls are 7th and 8th. The lone McLaren P3. Well, McLaren and Red Bull kind of in that fight in the Constructors, so we'll just have to wait and see how a driver goes here tonight. If he can just beat one of the Red Bulls, I think that's a win for him. And now Smeet Dog coming towards 130R, predicting maybe someone might be going side by side through this corner. And Smeet Dog downshifts to gear 7 through 130 yards. Interesting tactics there for the Haas man. And Smeet Dog is now boxing. Now let's have a look at Potato. He's at the hairpin where controversy for America League happened, and if you know, you know. Follow Frizy92 on Twitch to see what happened there at Japan last week. And apparently there's someone honking outside, so if that comes through the stream, I do apologise. But Potato coming towards 130R middle sector. It is a 113.2. It is purple, but I think that's purple to Doodleson's time. But the Casio triangle here, I think I butchered. Oh no, he's invalidated. Zilla goes up into P2 with a 30.518. Not bad for the man on debut. And now Kai Gamer, the championship leader, has had a shocking run of form. Well, he redeemed himself with a P4 last week, but prior to that, I think it was like 2 races in a row where he didn't score anything. But he's still got the lead, 16 points. So, while it's not a huge gap he once had, like 4 rounds ago, it was like close, nearly 50 points. Kai Gamer has now been eroded to 16. 4 rounds to go. And now the pressure's back on Car Gamer here now. He needs a very, very good... He needs to pretty much win or bust here tonight, or at least beat Wooly and Panish. If he can beat both Ferraris, I think that will be... helpful in his cause for a championship. The Ferraris need to beat Car Gamer if they have any hope of staying within touch of the drivers' standings. So, under 8 minutes and Potato is out. He is crashed. Not sure what's happened there. Yeah, nothing's come up, so no fireplace grid penalty for anybody. So, Potato on debut is done in P12. And most likely starting 16th. And it's a 13-2 for Car Gamer. Purple minute sequence again. I think it's Doodleson's time. I don't think it's actually purple. I mean, it could be. But here comes. Oh, Urban's left the session. It's going to be a 30.150. So it was actually purple. And I gotta get Urban Growth back in. There we go. Urban Growth is back in. So Urban, Mad Dog, and Smeet Dog need to put in laps. Oh, Smeet Dog, he's clipped the curb. And Mad Dog is now out on track. And we're ticking down to 6 minutes in this quali session. All to play for. Urban Growth has rejoined Lovely Jubbly. So 6 minutes to go. Control issues. Ah. I see. But Mad Dog now coming through the 2 Dagners. Oh! And Urban Growth is back into his seat, which is a lovely jubbly to see. Mad Dog, bit squirmish there under the bridge after the 2 Dagners, so potentially some crashing there. And the clouds are starting to roll through here at Japan. Are we going to see some rain towards this quali session? What about the race? Will the race be raining too? The drivers will know. I don't know. Don't want to know, chat. We don't want to know. Mad Dog purple middle sector. I mean, I said that back. Oh, he goes a little bit. Oh, he's invalidated. He has invalidated. He's got 5 minutes remaining. Henchman's 7/10 up here, so let's just have a look at gaps to the leader. So he'll be about P7. Right about P7 there. Can he find any more time in this final sector? The Red Bull man, close up the fence, opens up DRS, and it's P7. He gets ahead of his teammate. And what about, oh, Panish, 6.5 tenths down. I believe he did improve up into P4. So Overgrove out on a lap. Escobar and Doodleson are out on their laps. So Panish will be coming into the pits, and the Hans is going for a spin. So 4 minutes remaining. 2.5 tenths is the gap between Car and Wooly. Zilla on debut, looking very, very promising. I think his job is to get as many points, pull away from the Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, maybe just just to make sure that AlphaTauri stays in P3 in the constructors. I think that's his job for these final 4 rounds. So you know what, chat? Because Zilla is on debut and done very, very well at this point. We're gonna have an onboard lap with Zilla for the final run. Penske, how we doing? How we doing? As I said, we're gonna run on board with Zilla, so I will be quiet through the entirety of his lap, and let's see how he tackles Japan. That is the plan. So, we're just about to get ready for Zilla's onboard lap. And Zilla F1, take it away. Well, there goes that idea. The pressure. The pressure. Let's have a look. Eski. P2. Woohoo, 10th and a half. But I don't know if he's got enough time. Urban's right. Oh, Driver's had a moment as well. Yellow flags galore. Sweet Dog. Right there, where is Mad Dog? He's right there as well. Mad Dog needs a very, very good lap time here. He goes deep into the chicane again. This has not been a good lap. Nah, it's P11, 31.4. Not sure what's happened there. Oh, excuse me. And now Zilla is off on his next adventure. 10 seconds to go, and Sweet Dog is out. Can Zoltan help out his teammate? Quali's done, and War Machine's not in. So there will be no Alpine driver. Zoltan goes up into P4. Urban Groves into the pits. And Escobar will be coming in. I think Driver will be coming in. Yes, he is. What about Doodleson? He's had a moment as well. He'll be starting in 14th. There is Car Gamer. There is Wooly. So Car Gamer, just over 2/10 up on his time. Across the line, it's going to be a 29.8. And Wooly's invalidated. Panish is in. Mad Dog's not improving. What about Duck Puncher? He's not improving as well. What about Divided? Middle sector. He is down. And War Machine's joined, but he has to leave. He has to leave. He's joined too late. What about Zilla? P5, can he get anything in his final corner? No, he can't. No, he can't. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Quali's done, and War Machine's got in the Alpine. Well, that is banter. That means we're going to be stuck here, so guess what, lads? It will be a lobby restart. War Machine. Right time for the Gen 3 demonstrations, yeah. Yep. Yepity Mac yep yep. I don't feel like this is going. I think it's going to break the lobby. So I need to do the screenshots. Alright, there we go, got the screenshots. So Car Gamer gets pole, followed by Escobar, Wooly P3, Zolta P4, Zilla P5, Paddy's P6, literally nothing separating those two. Driver 48 P7, Henry P8, Duck Punch P9, O Divided P10. Outside the 7, we've got Sweet Dog, Urban, Mad Dog, Doodleson, Potato, and Easy Reaper is at the back of the grid. Ignore War Machine. If it breaks the lobby, then, well, it's not the night to, you know, get on my bad side. It's going to be fantastic. Hasn't broken the lobby yet. And now the formation lap is underway. So let's have a look. So it's Cargamer Eski mediums, Wooly hards, Zoltan Zilla mediums, Panish hards, Driver down to Doodlestone mediums, Potato hards, and Easy on the mediums. So there we go. And it looks like every driver's struggling for some grip early on. Tyre temps are going to be absolutely key here. Tyre temps are going to be crucial here. Who can keep him in the ultimate working range for the longest? So Cargamer is on pole. Can Escobar challenge him into the first corner? If Escobar gets a very, very good start and he overtakes Cargamer, that means Wooly's just right behind him. So Wooly needs a good start as well. So he needs to warm those hards as best as he can. So I just noticed the two Ferrari lads are actually on the hard strategy. So they're going to go along. What they don't want is a safety car about lap 10, lap 11. Oh, excuse me. So all the medium runners can jump on the hards and go to the end. That's the Ferrari lads don't want that. And also Potato as well. Them three are the only drivers on the hard. So the medium lads. So it kind of says that there's going to be no rain here tonight. So that is probably the best thing. Could you imagine OCE T3 rain at Japan? Oh dear, that would be something. So, as we wait for the rest of the grid to line up, we're going to get ready for 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. I'll just get a screenshot of here now. Two, three, four, 5 lights in, it's lights out, and away we go. And driver gets off the line very well. Zoltan is up into P3 already. P2, it's a Williams 1-2. And Cargamer survives. Let's have a look at the backfield here. Let's have a look at Speed Dog up into P9. Speed Divide up into P10. Mad Dog P11. Oh, he cuts across the Mercedes of Urban. It's a Mercedes 12 and 13. And one of the Red Bull spun around. It's Divided. Divided has spun around. Oh dear. Zilla's down into P8. Oh dear. And Zoltan, Cargamer, sorry, is 1.1 ahead of Zoltan. So, are we going to see a repeat of Belgium where Zoltan just held back the entire grid and Panish had like a 10-second gap after like 4 or 5 laps? That is going to be crucial. And Wooly's already 1.1 behind Escobar, so the front 3 starting to pull away from the rest of the pack here. Wooly and Panish, they need to be careful. They need to be careful as driver now is looking for a potential move here onto Panish. There's yellow flags. Oh, it's Mad Dog. Mad Dog's off. He's off at Spoon, or the entrance of Spoon. Oh dear, I wanted to do some contact there. Let's have a look at Joe. Oh, Panish runs a little bit wide. There's still yellow flags. It's Mad Dog. His tyres are overheating. Oh. What looked like a fantastic season is quickly unraveling for the AlphaTauri man. He has had a shocking run of form the past, what, 3 or 4, even 5 races. As Potato's in, he's in the pits for probably a front wing change. And Zoltan now, he's pulled a gap over Escobar here. So Escobar's probably just going to chill for a moment here. And Wooly's back under the 1 second threshold here for that DRS. But DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. I do believe. Yeah, pretty sure it is. And Potato is going to come out on a set of mediums. So he will be banking on a safety car to bring him back. And let's have a look at the hench. So the two yellow flags. Oh, it's Mad Dog again. It is Mad Dog again. He's absolutely having a horrendous time. And Zilla. He's had a moment as well. The two AlphaTauri lads. They're not having a fantastic race. Can Mercedes do something here tonight? Can they do something? Urban's only going to get 2 points at this point in time. So, can Urban pull out like a surprise win like he did at Hungary? This car game is just slowly but surely pulling away from Zoltan, but the gap's not really that much grown. It was 1 second after the first lap. After two and a bit laps, it's only 1.4, so only 4 tenths gained, really. Maybe 3 tenths. But it just has not grown. Oh, now I think Cargo's now just starting to pull away in the first sector. I think Cargo's running a high downforce setup. And the Hanch has lost 2 places to Smeat Dog and Urban. Mad Dog's 5-second penalty and he's retired. He has retired. That is interesting. And now Cargo's stamping his authority here now. 2-second gap over Zoltan. And Escobar's still behind him in P3. Can he get back-to-back podiums, the Alfa Romeo driver? No safety car as yet. Oh dear! Has there been some contact between driver and Wooly? Wooly's down into P9. He's lost 5 positions there. And DRS is now enabled. And Mad Dog is absolutely fuming right about now. Oh, Panish is going for a spin! Oh, the hards are not working for the Ferrari team here tonight. They were working tremendously well last week, but not here tonight. And Potato, fastest man on track so far. And Panish is down in 13th. And as I say that, he's had a spin in the first sector. But there's still a chance of a safety car here in Japan. Especially late game. Like early game, there's hardly any safety cars. But late game, I've noticed across this season especially, there have been a number of late race safety cars. So, could be one to watch out for here tonight. What can Escobar do? He can't do really much anything. Probably just needs to wait for Zoltan to make some sort of mistake here. Yeah, Zoltan's definitely running a low downforce, a little bit lower downforce than Car and S. Oh, there's the mistake! And Zoltan's out! Is that a safety car? It's a virtual, but could that turn into a full course? No, it's only a VSC. And so, oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, is that... Could that be the nail in the coffin for the Williams team in the fight for the Constructors? Yes, Car Gamer is leading, but Ferrari still have both drivers. They're on the hards. They will eventually lead this race again. Well, at some point, I should say. And Car Gamer is staying out. I just wonder if it is a full course. No, it's still a VSC. Okay. It's a long ass VSC though. Nearly a lap. And there we go. It is now green flag racing, and drivers caught up in this VSC period here. Escobar's lost so much time. And Zilla's into the pits. Must be getting a call from Mad Dog. Mad Dog's probably watching the stream. Like this helicopter shot. The should move that is easy. Makes the move onto Doodleson. So now, Doodleson's now in an Aston Martin sandwich. And Escobar's up in P2. He needs some help. As Doodleson now is looking to fight back. He backs out of it. He backs out of the move. And now let's have a look at driver against the Alfa Romeo of Escobar. And nothing doing there. It's a bit too far. Too far back. As Doodleson and Duck are into the pits here. Now, was there damage? And Wooly gets ahead of the henchman, so Wooly needs to make up for lost time. Let's just have a look at gaps to leader. It is 10.2. 10.2, so considering Wooly had a mistake against driver, he hasn't really lost all that much time, to be honest. So Wooly doing very, very well here. And Speed Dog up in P4, by the way. Jishway might start to think of popping up the champagne here. Could Speed Dog sneak a surprise podium for Haas and get their second podium of the season? It's ironic that their two podiums would become from both reserve drivers. So could be the way of the future, apparently. Panic's back up to P10. He's 1.6 behind the divided, so maybe we're starting to see the hard tyres becoming into their own here now. As Wooly's has made henchman outside the 1 second mark. Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, it's Doodleson. Yeah, so I think the hards will be the tyre once they are warmed up. Once the hards are warmed up and ready to go, I think they're the better race tyre. Oh, Penny's 3-second time penalty. That is not what he wants. But to be fair, he's got a 6-second gap over War Machine, so it's not hurting him just yet. But oh, Ducks 5-second penalty for speeding into the pits. Gumbo, how we doing? How we doing? And driver now, he's staying behind Escobar here. Car Gamer's nearly got 80% ERS here. He's just having a Thursday night cruise, really. Duck back into the pit, so I wonder if he misclicked on his tyres or something. So there's some gaps opening. Yeah, like oh, Duck's gone for a spin. Duck has gone for a spin. And as I said, safety cars, they can still come out. We're on the lap 9 of 27. So what's that? About 19, 18 laps to go. I mean, anything could happen here in T3. You have like sector 1. Oh, it's the Hench. The Hench has gone for a spin. And that's given Wooly some breathing space from behind. As easy as 5 seconds behind. And I think that's the henchman again. Yeah, henchman's. Yeah. So 11.6 is the gap between Wooly and Car Gamer. So Car Gamer's up the gap 1.5, 1.4 seconds. I think he's just going to recharge the battery. He knows he'll lead this race. Question is, when will Car Gamer want to pit? I reckon lap 12, lap 13 is probably the pit window for the mediums. And I'm thinking... Well, it's 12 laps, so maybe 15, 16 for the hards. Maybe even 17. And Duck's into the pits. He's now been lapped. And Driver's now in. Now this is a bold strategy here. If anybody knows that saying, you are a champion. Now, Driver is on very, very cold hards here. So let's just take it on board here in this first sector. Let's see what he does to get those tyres up the temp. He would need about a lap to get him up the temperature, so... So far, looking A-OK. It's 12.3, so the gap is growing between Car and Wooly. He really needs that DRS off Urban. And Car Gamer's still staying there for another lap. Escobar staying out. Speed Dog up into P3, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Jishray, could he be thinking, bring out the cigars, lads? And Divider's now got a 5-second penalty. So the drivers aren't being cautious here with the pit entry here. Gap to leader, it's Driver. So 29 seconds is the gap between Car and Driver here. I think the mediums the Car Gamer's on is still a little bit quicker than the fresh hards. But I think that might end pretty quickly. As I think now Wooly and Panish are starting to pick up the pace here just a little bit. Yeah, Wooly's under that 1 second threshold here. I think Urban might be starting to struggle on his mediums here. So let's go on board with Car Game. Let's see, when does he want to pit? Not this lap. What about Escobar? He stays out. What about Smeat Dog? He's got a box. Urban's in. So Wooly will go up into P3. Oh, excuse me. Can Wooly close the gap? Maybe a second and a half, maybe, to Escobar. And he's got clear air in around him, so he's 7 seconds behind Escobar and he's 5 seconds ahead of Easy. So he's not under any pressure. He can just drive. And he will be on the quicker tyre too, so he will be on the quicker tyre. Car and Escobar will be on the hards. I tell you what, Wooly could be one to watch out for in the closing stages here, unless safety car. What Wooly and Panish do not want is a safety car. Right now. They do not want a safety car. Car and Escobar want a safety car. But the two Ferrari lads do not want one. So let's get back on board with Car Gamer here. And he stays up for another. What about Escobar? Would this be an undercut attempt? Yes, it is. Escobar is in. So Car Gamer staying out. Wooly will inherit P2 here. But let's not forget, the hards will be so cold once you come out. Oh, it's yellow. It's Potato, and Easy's in, and Panish is ahead of Escobar here. But what is the gap? Here comes Driver. Can he get ahead? It's an undercut attempt. He's ahead, and Driver is now a net P2 in this race. Escobar is going to be so slow here. This will bring Smeat Dog into this fight here. Yeah, Escobar is so slow. The hards are so cold. So the gap is now 13.1 seconds. Can Wooly close that in maybe 12 seconds, unless Car Gamer decides to box, which is more than likely he will. We're about to hit half race distance. Potato's now coming out, and Car Gamer's in. This is surely, he's at the other end of the pit lane, so these yellow flags. Oh, it's Zilla. Wooly now leads. And here comes Panish. And there goes Car Gamer. Car Gamer will have so much cold tyres. What Panish needs to do is just to overtake Car Gamer right now. And to help out Wooly just to back him up. So you need about 22 seconds for a pit stop. So we've got 14 to go. The lads did 13 with one VSC, so the tyres could go to the distance from now, but I'm not sure. Wooly needs to grow that gap up though. Mad Dog has left the session. He retired earlier on. Zoltan, other DNFer. Sorry, I thought there was a move happening. Actually, there could be. Divided's right behind Easy Reaper here. Now, Panish will have DRS. And Divided's not going to make it in time. So let's just have a look at the penalty. So Divided has 5, Panish 3, War Machine 3, but we'll just ignore that. And the Henchman, fast lap of the race, he's in P10, so that point will go to him if the race were to end now. And Escobar, he's now hunting down driver for that net P2 here. He's still under that 1 second threshold for that DRS. Oh. I think that's the henchman. Yeah, that's the henchman. No wing. Wooly is boxing. No safety car. No safety car. And now Wooly will come out on the set of mediums to the end. He will come out in P7. But he will be on the quickest set of tyres. Oh, someone's around. I think that might have been... Yeah, that was Duck. Yeah, that was Duck. Henchman into the pits for that new front wing. And Escobar's still behind driver here. Surprised no safety car yet. But there is still 12 laps remaining. And as I said earlier, safety cars tend to come out late here in Tier 3. Not so much in the early part. But we're just on board with Escobar. It's kind of like the closest battle on track here. Potato, another 3 second time penalty for Potato. It's actually his first one. I do apologise. And Panish has boxed for the mediums. And now Cargo has a gap of 7 seconds to driver, who's been under pressure from Escobar here. And Zella's into the pits. As I said, this is the closest battle on track. Wooly not really catching up to Urban and Smeat Dog here. You would think with the mediums he will be so much quicker. But at this stage, he's not. Duck Punch a 3-second time penalty. His race just goes from bad to worse. As I said, a safety car changes everything. And Duck is out, he's retired in the pits. Oh, driver's getting a little out of shape here. We've got 10 laps remaining. Still, a safety car can come out. We've only had the one big crash from Zolt. Oh! Oh, well, that was interesting. But now this is more interesting. Escobar has a little bit more ERS to play with. Now, he really needs to be on his gearbox on the exit here if he wants to go into turn 1. Nah. Driver doing very, very well here. And now, Divided trying to make a move onto Easy Reaper here. But let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Oh my god, the lag. There's the other. Oh no, is that Wooly? That is Wooly. Wooly has spun it. Wooly has spun it. No safety car yet. But I tell you what, these two with the lag, one could come out here. Car Gamer does not want a safety car. And the fight for P2 rages on once again. Escobar's a little bit too far back. But Panish making a lovely move onto Divider there. And now Panish looking to make P6 his own. And he does. Yes, he does. Up into P6, 10 seconds behind Urban, so he's got clear air in front of him now. Can he close that gap to Urban? And now these two are still fighting hammer and tong here. Remember, this is probably right about the time for a safety car that usually comes out for Tier 3. But only the one virtual safety car so far. Zilla, fastest man on track. He's down in 13th though. He desperately wants a safety car. Same with the henchman, to be honest. And now, this is Escobar's chance. This is Escobar's chance. Kahoot is absolutely willing him on right about now. Down into turn 1 and he backs out. He backs out of the move. Does Escobar. Which is, I think it's smart. Maybe just wait for another opportunity. Ooh, both of them getting a little bit squirrely there. Oh my god! Oh dear. That could have been absolute drama. We're going to have 6 laps to go. Safety car is still up. Oh, yellow flag. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a safety car! And Car Gamer is absolutely fuming right now. Has Mercedes cost Car Gamer the win here? The henchman needs to stay out. He has to stay out and keep his lap. Same with Zilla. Zilla and henchman need to stay out. Because Car Gamer is right behind them. So if they stay out, they will keep their lap. Oh my god, this is going to be controversy at its finest. But these two drivers, Zilla and Henchman, if they want to score any points, they need to stay out. They need to stay out. Zilla, you need to stay out. Just stay out, Zilla. Stay out, Zilla. No! No, Zilla! Hench, you need to stay out. You 100% need to stay out. Pit next lap. If you have to, just stay out! No, henchman! Oh no, the lucky Cargo's pitting, but my god, lads! My god! Oh dear! If Car did not pit, Zilla and the henchman would have just wrecked their races. The both of them, if Car Gamer stayed out. But they've both been bailed out because Car Gamer did pit for the softs, and this is probably the time for the softs. 5 laps. The Ferrari lads did not go for softs, they went for mediums, which is interesting. Chat saying softs won't last. I mean, you're probably right. So what we're saying driver is in the box seat. But the thing is, Zilla and the henchmen are so far behind the rest of the pack, it's going to stay out another lap. War Machine's still 17 seconds behind Divided. So, what, probably about 2 laps of racing. Doodleson's 16 lap old hardsy, he has not pitted either. I guess track position and all, but man, you want to be on the freshest tyres imaginable here. Doodleson stays out. So here, no one's going to make the last ditch attempt for the softs. War Machine's into the pits again. Fair enough. We have 4 laps to go. And Zilla and the henchman are still a little bit far behind. Chat's saying if they have the bet, driver for the win. That is interesting. So everybody's fuel and ERS will be 100% here now. I'm predicting safety car might be in this lap. Yeah, I think safety car might be in this lap. Yeah. There's Zillow. Yeah. I think it might be in this lap. Well, Woolly's already bottled. Twice. So Zilla on debut in the AlphaTauri. Could he score some points? Urban up in the P5. 10 points for Mercedes. That will definitely close the gap to AlphaTauri. And no late call. Oh, there it is. There it is. And Car Gamer's now gone. It is now green flag racing. Smeet Dog's on for a potential podium here. 3 laps to go. What are we thinking here, chat? And Woolly's made the move on to EG Reaper for P8. And Doodleson's 1.3 behind Panish already. Panish with that 3-second time penalty. He needs to start making some moves. And try and gap everyone else. And get up as high as he can. And Driver's already 1.1 behind Car Gamer. And Woolly's made to move for P7. He really needed to make that move. Chat's saying salts are starting to die. Well, there's 2 laps to go. Yeah, Escobar's second now. But Panish is 1.2 behind Urban here. The top 5 all under a second of each other. But Driver's the only driver in the top 5 on the mediums. So we got 5 sectors to go in this Japanese Grand Prix. Yeah, Cargo is now just pulling away here, 1.8. I think Cargamer might have this in the bag. Ladies and gentlemen. But the fight for 2, 3, 4 and 5 is still on here. It is now the final lap of the race. Escobar has no ERS. Neither does Driver, Smeet Dog, Urban. No one really has any ERS to play with. Oh, Divided has spun! Divided has spun! And he was chasing Doodleson as well on the final lap. Let's have a look at Urban. Can he gain a couple points? No, he can't. Now we're coming towards 130R. Cargamer cannot afford a time penalty. He's not going to get one. It's been an absolute domination for Cargamer. Gets P4 last week, but prior to that, no points. And now he will win the Japanese Grand Prix. Driver will get P2. Escobar gets P3. Speed Dog P4. Urban P5. Panish P6. He'll go down to P8, Wooly P6, Easy P7, Doodleson P9, the Henchman P10. Zilla misses out on 1 point by 0.8 of a second. What a Japanese Grand Prix. We'll get the podium celebrations in and get the top 3 in for a chat. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Tier 1 tomorrow night with Mitchy 950 in the comms box. Tier 4 Saturday with Mad Dog. And Tier 2 on Sunday with Kahoot and Mukping for the Japanese Grand Prix. Then only 3 rounds to go. 3 rounds to go. This helps out Cargamer in the drivers, and Williams do outscore Ferrari in for the constructors fight, but it is still plenty to play for in the final 3. As I get the screen results, there it is. Party, and party. So there it is. Get the DNFs as well. Yeah, there we go. So we'll wait for, I don't know who we're waiting for. It's Cargamer. We'll wait for Cargamer to come in, and then we'll kick off the podium interviews. There's Car Gamer. So we'll kick off with P3 man Escobar. Well, it's back-to-back podiums for ya.
Yeah, it's good. Good back-to-back podium. Trying to, climb back my way up the ladder in the leaderboard.
Yeah, it was it was an interesting race. Was P3 the maximum you could get, or was P2 on the cards?
I thought I could get P2, but the car, I really lacked the straight line speed. Like I was sitting behind driver at like 3/10, 2/10, but as soon as we got onto the straights, he just disappeared on me. So after I realised I couldn't even drain the ERS with the ERS and get in. So I had to settle for P3 and just after the safety car, make sure Smeat Dog didn't overtake me. I was just hoping that driver would make a mistake and I could take him for the yeses, but he never did.
Well, you both drivers scored points, so good haul of points for the team. But Mexico next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
It's another good track, so hoping for a triple podium.
Win on the cards, perhaps?
Oh, I'd hope, but you got Car Gamer and the others that are in here that they make that difficult, but I'll definitely try.
Well, GG's. Well, hopefully we'll see you back on the podium at Mexico. We'll go on to P2 man. It is driver 40. I believe it's his first podium of the season in the McLaren. Mate, how good does that feel?
Pretty sure it's my first win too. Not my first win, my first finish, I think.
No, you scored some points. I mean, as a reserve, but...
Oh, God, that was the race of my life. Big congratulations to Car Gamer, first of all. That was a well-deserved win. And Escobar, he pushed me all the way, but I got there in the end, and I'm so bloody happy for it.
And I think you closed up on Red Bull. They scored minimal points in the Constructors. Can you catch the Red Bull team for P7 or 8? One of the two.
Well, all I can do is try my best, but to beat the Red Bull team, I think I'll be capable in doing that. I think it will be a challenge, but I think the McLaren team can get there.
And Mexico next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
Oh, I love the track, so that's probably, in the current last stage of this season, that's probably one of my strongest tracks to race at, so...
Well, GG's, my guy. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week at Mexico. We'll now move on to the race winner, Car Gamer. Mate, it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked, to be honest. My first ever hat-trick in league racing, pole, fastest lap and the win. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better result, to be honest, but yeah, it was a couple of sketchy moments, but yeah, nonetheless, I think in general it was pretty, honestly it felt pretty chill out in the front, to be honest, but yeah, congrats to Esky and Driver on podium as well.
Now you re-extend the championship, heading towards Mexico. What are your thoughts on that track?
I love Mexico, to be honest. I think it's a great track. So hopefully, could be some more points to come from there. But at the same time, been a lot of races where bad luck and mistakes from my side have cost me a lot of points. So I just got to keep it clean, and hopefully, I should be able to get another podium there.
Can you fight the Ferraris in the Constructors? I think you had scored in this race, but
I think
3 rounds to go. There is they can win it next race. They can win it next race.
I think it's going to be hard. I think if Zoltan had have finished, I reckon it would have been a shot at the Constructors. But yeah, I just feel really sorry for him because if we had got the 1-2, I reckon Constructors would be possible. But I think realistically from here, I think Constructors is probably out of contention.
Well, GG's on the race win regardless. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week at Mexico. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are done. Please tune in tomorrow night for Tier 1 with Mitchy 950, Tier 4 Saturday with Mad Dog, and Tier 2 on Sunday with Kahoot and Mukping here on FormulaOCE. Until next time, it is goodbye, and Tier 3 will see you all at Mexico.
If you want to look as sexy, handsome, beautiful as this gentleman right here, and an overall team principal champion, there's one place to go, and that is Sully's Shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the custom-made shirts, the custom-made fonts, the custom-made phone cases today at Sully's Shirts. And don't forget to check out our friends at Rapid and Wallaby store as well at Sully's Shirts today. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, past races, current races, races where I course many safety cars. Check them out today. And don't forget our Twitch channel, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, follow, and help us out. And don't forget our partners, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.